What's up, everyone? It's Deanna here. Happy Tuesday to you guys. I'm actually en route to pick up some meal prep. And I just want to do a quick check in. It is day 15 of 75 of my movement and writing challenge. And so far, what have I gotten completed today? Well, for one, I have decided that I was not going to go to CrossFit and I'm going to take a walk. Sometimes when you feel really tired, just got to listen to your body. And yesterday's workout was pretty intense, and I apparently need a little bit more time to recover. So there's that. So I'm going to take a walk before I teach tonight. And then as far as writing, so also before I have class, matter of fact, when I get back from picking up food, I am going to have a good, like a good 45 minute to an hour writing session. So I'll write, take a walk, eat my dinner, and then teach. So for those of you that don't know this, I teach full-time early childhood courses at a community college. And so all of my classes are at night. And so I just got out of just basically doing like a co-working situation that I did film, because I thought to myself, all the times that I've listened to Study With Me, co-working spaces, I'm like, you know what? I can do the same thing. Because honestly, I do it every day. Every day except Wednesday and Fridays when I commute to campus. But I actually wanted to talk about something else that's really interesting that's happening on YouTube. I'll be the first to say that I didn't start watching YouTube until 2016. And I often say, like, because I was in social work and just obviously too dedicated to the field, I was living underneath a rock. But what I appreciated about learning about YouTube was that it wasn't just like silly games and just dumb videos. Like, there was actual real good content. I also feel like I started watching YouTube in a time in which a lot of the content was very overproduced in a sense. And I would think, like, yeah, I think I could do like a YouTube channel, but I also knew like I didn't have like the best, like, I don't know, editing and all that other stuff. Like, it's not my forte. And so I've tried throughout the years to try to do YouTube. Off and on. I tried again in 2020. I was working with an amazing editor who is now relocated to Seattle. I was working with a great team, but it was just like a lot of money being put out and not a lot of result. But I have noticed a real shift in YouTube, even within my algorithm. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on with YouTube? I'm like, I like what I typically like to watch. I've been watching a lot of women share their GLP-1 experience, and so that's been fascinating. But what I noticed in watching those videos, a lot of the women were my age. They were like 40 and up. Big shout out to Vivi and Miss Almanda. I don't know if I say her name right. And then Trisha, who's not in her 40s. She's in her early 30s. But what inspired me to do these Chronicles in the first place was watching her content. And all while this is happening, like, I started watching her content over the summer. She uploaded every day, so I always got like an update of like what was going on with her. Vivi updates like 4 days out of the week. And then Miss Amanda, I know I'm not saying her name right, sorry. She usually updates every Friday. So I just like, it was just good. And then also I like to watch The Downsize. And they're like I don't want to say older couple because they're not that old, but they're in their 50s, mid 50s. And they're also on a GLP-1 journey as well. And so I really like their content because it's not, for one, you can tell they have experience with business. So there's that aspect, but it wasn't overproduced and overly edited. And it's something about those spaces that I really enjoyed. And so I noticed in the last month, maybe 6 weeks, that my algorithm started showing me more people like myself. That, and not so much like myself, but it's just like not overly edited, not overly produced. And I noticed on my timeline, I had one woman, and God forgive me, I cannot remember her name, but she was 50 and up, and she was saying she's part of Gen X, and she was talking about 9 to 5. And I'm like, these phones are really listening to us, like seriously, because I have these conversations with my friends, but I just noticed my algorithm started sharing content about 9 to 5 and like what we need to do. And, for those of us that are still working 9 to 5 or, I don't know, swing shift or whatever, that we need to like live our life, take the PTO, take a chapter from the Gen Zers, take another chapter from the millennials. I'm considered a millennial Gen Y, but I have a work ethic of a Gen Xer, which is another conversation for another day. But it was just really interesting because y'all know how the algorithm works. Like once you see one video, like it'll start showing you others. And so in the last week, I just kept getting this one young lady showing up, Dodash. And I was like, okay, let me just click, because clearly whatever she has to say, I need to click. And so I did, and literally not just me, several of us have watched her blow up, like go viral, all the things on YouTube. And I tell you, the reason why is because it's not over edited, it's not over produced. She's literally talking to the camera. That's it, talking about life and encouraging all of us to like get out there and share our gifts. And so I'm like, okay, all right, that makes sense. And then since then, several others have showed up on my timeline. I think Dynamic Doings, I hope I'm saying her name right. If not, her name is Brittany. Big shout out to her. Dash of Faith, I just watched his videos last night, but honestly, there's so many to name, I can't even begin. But I will tell you this, for every small creator that I see, I am subscribing, I'm writing a comment, and I am just supporting them in whatever way that I can. And I know everyone is like posting every day, so I can't guarantee that I'll be able to keep up with everybody's stuff, but just know, because I also check people's views. So a lot of people have the views, but they need the subscribers. So I'm like, you know what? Let me make sure I subscribe, because that's going to help get to their count. But my point of saying all of that in terms of my own channel is that besides them kind of encouraging me to do it and pushing me out of the box per se, I've had friends that have encouraged me, like, you need to do this, like you need to do. And I thought, I mean, who wants to hear me talk? Like I talk for a living. I'm talking to students all day. What am I going to say? So my point is, if you have listened to this point, what you're going to get from my channel is, yes, you're going to get Car Chronicles. You're going to get Study with me. You're going to get my challenge updates. You're also going to hear about my life as a faculty member. You're going to hear about my regular day-to-day life, my lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. You're going to hear a little bit of everything about myself, because again, according to my friends, they tell me I have a message to give people, and I want to be able to share those things. I'll see how the algorithm shakes it out. I don't know what YouTube's going to do, but I know I'm going to be consistent. I know the 27 people that are subscribed, thank you. Big shots out to y'all. And for the people that are viewing, thank you for viewing. But just know that you're going to get consistent content from me, because I'm not afraid. Some days I'm going to be all done up because I'm going to work, like I'm going to campus, for instance, tomorrow. Other days you're going to get today, where it's like, yeah, I'm just wearing some lipstick and shades and I'm driving to go pick up some meal prep. Other than that, sometimes I'll be in my office and sometimes I won't. It just really depends on where what do I want to share? And I feel like I'm going to have some good messages to share with you all on my YouTube journey. So I hope that you guys want to join in. And, for those that are considering doing a YouTube channel, I would say do it. Just do it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google Dough Dash. Dough as in like cookie dough and Dash. And follow her story. Follow Dash of Faith. Follow Dynamic Doing with Brittany. And several others. And see how much the algorithm is going to show you how many other smaller YouTube channels are out there. And now is the time to do it. So join the fun, guys. All right, I'm close to my location, so I'm gonna go, but I'll update you guys on my challenge tomorrow when I'm in my car driving to work. All right, take care.